Evening. Well, that's me finished work for the bank holiday weekend for Easter, and I'm just about to head off to Camelford by bus, get something to eat, amble up to the source, hopefully set up camp there for the evening, and then start the walk from tomorrow and see if I'll get from the source to the sea. See you in a bit. That's the source over there, so I'm just making my way down the last little road and set up camp for the night. No, you won't be able to see it. There was a barn owl just flying about there just now. Okay, so here we are, getting dark as you can see there with the moon behind me, and I'm just making my way to the source, which is just behind me over there, and set up camp for the night. Just seen a beautiful barn owl quartering along the fields just down here in the reeds and stuff, which is pretty cool. Just dodged the actual farmer who probably owns this field. But yeah, we're heading towards the source, which is in front of me. Okay, so here we go. Just coming up to the source of the River Camel. I don't know how wet it will be here yet. Okay, well there you have it. That is the spring source of the River Camel. So I'm going to set up a little bivvy up above it there and get some sleep before I start following it down through and see how I get on. Right guys, that's me for the night, and let's see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully the river. Night. Morning. Well, sun's just coming up behind me over there. Start of a nice day by the look of it. It was a pretty cold night actually, sleeping last night. I was quite surprised at that. I thought it would be a bit warmer, but I suppose I'm really high up here, and it's open ground, and it was clear cloudless skies, which was lovely. The stars were amazing, and yeah, so there's the source here, and gonna have a wander on now and see how far we get. See you in a bit. Okay, so I'm about 40 minutes in, and it's not going too bad actually. Past fields of sheep, cows and horses, and the stream is getting a little bigger here. You can just see it down there. Down there hopefully. A couple of sheep that haven't quite woken up yet, but I'm sure they're going to go hairing it off in just a second. And yeah, I've probably got about a couple of miles to go to get to Camelford, and hoping it won't be too bad. See you in a bit. It's slow going in places because you've got to sort of look where the animals have been to get through holes in the hedges to get from one field to another. So yeah, a bit slow going, and then in between each field there seems to be a drainage ditch as well to cross. But I guess it's because it's so wet up round here. Anyway, onwards. Okay, so I've just left Camelford, which is back behind me, up the river there, and heading on down right alongside the river to a place called Fentondale. It's about 2 miles down the road, I believe. Yeah, that first bit of the walk was quite hard going, finding your own way because there's no path. And it turned out to be about 5 miles instead of 3. But got to keep going forward, can't go back. And see how we carry on. But it's yeah, it's really nice. Loads of wildlife, loads of jays, badgers, rabbits, deer, buzzards, Canada geese. A nice little bridge here. Let's go over. That's looking downwards, or downstream. Right, as I say, see you in a bit. Just going down through a stunning bit of bluebell wood. Absolutely beautiful. It's I nearly missed it really because I was following the other side of the river until I got to a lattice work electric fence that I didn't feel like tackling, and I've come around and found a diversion route, and I'll have to stick with that. Just up behind me here, over in the far corner, there's a building that's the old mill, and they diverted part of the Camel River obviously to feed the water wheel in the mill, and then the Leat re-enters the river. Obviously it looks like it's just below me here. Got the Leat is the closest stream to me, and the main River Camel behind it. So yeah, now still plugging away at it, not a Wenford Bridge yet. Stunning scenery and a lovely day. That wooded section that you can see in front of me, the actual river runs down at the base of that woodland and runs right through this like gorge that's running through there. I've heard a few horror stories about access down there before, so I decided not to walk right next to the river along that section. So I'm up on the ridge of the valley on sort of river left as you're looking downstream, and it's just an easier option really, because if you did follow the river, I expect 9 times out of 10 you'd actually be in it walking, because the riverbank edges are really marshy and densely wooded, so it would take, you know, probably 2 to maybe 3 hours just to get through that little section. So yeah, so I'm still following the river because I'm following the same valley as is actually flowing through, only I'm high up on the side in this section as opposed to right next to the river, so I haven't got any worries about that. So yeah, some lovely stone walling along here as well. I only met one other couple about 5 minutes ago on the entire walk so far, so yeah, it's going alright. Okie dokie, river's getting a bit wider here now, and just into the last section really of the hard stuff where there's no actual official path. I'm trying to work my way through. It's been tough going, hot as hell, but I think I've probably got about a mile to go, and then I get to Wenford Bridge, and from there on there's a proper path. So I'm going to get some lunch there and a couple of cold drinks. Oh, I've just seen a dipper go down there. That's nice, a dipper just flew down the river. And yeah, one of the hardest bits of it, to be fair, is that I don't know if the farmers up here have let their cows out sort of all winter or whatever, but the fields are churned right up with cow hoof marks, and they're real proper like ankle breakers. Like, you've got to be really careful, so the walking pace is really slow. But then again, it's no rush. It's nice watching the wildlife. I've seen loads more deer again. That dipper was nice that I just saw there. Maybe see a kingfisher at some point, hopefully. And yeah, so quick drink now, on for the last mile, get a bit of lunch at the cafe that's there, and then well, about 12 miles I think then to Weybridge, but it should be a lot easier going. See you in a bit. Okay, so I stopped at Wenford Bridge and had a chocolate brownie and an orange juice. That was probably about I don't know, 8 miles ago. And then I stopped at the Borough Arms for a pint of orange juice and lemonade and a packet of crisps. And now I'm on obviously the main cycle trail and heading to Weybridge, which hopefully will be in about 4.5 miles or so. And that'll do me for today, I think. To be fair, it's just bloody hot. That'll probably be about 24-25 miles today, and then I'll finish the rest off in the morning, which will be about 8 miles. Well, 8 miles to the end of the actual trek, and then about 3 miles walk back to get to the car. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day though, but hot for walking. But we're getting there. Cheers. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of day one. Just coming up to the bridge at Weybridge now. I think the mileage for the day is about 26 miles, so not bad in this heat and carrying a pack. I'll stop there a minute so it stops shaking. So there you go. Back tomorrow to finish the last 8 or so miles. Okay, so back at it again. Day 2 now. Just starting at Weybridge and doing the last bit of the actual Camel trail, as they call it, to Padstow, and then on to the South West Coast path out to Stepper Point, which is where the river enters the sea, or the Bristol Channel. Gorgeous day again. Yeah, got plenty of water this time. I had a load of pasta to eat for breakfast because yesterday I got really dehydrated and ended up feeling faint when I finished. But today hopefully it'll be a bit easier because it's only 11 miles. See you in a bit. And there you go, the end is in sight. I didn't video too much this morning. It's always the worst bit. I knew the bit would be between Weybridge and Padstow because it's bank holiday and there's loads of tourists cycling on the Camel trail, and they're cycling the full width of the path and not moving out of the way for walkers and other people. So yeah, got through Padstow itself, which is absolutely heaving, which is good for their economy and everything, but for the people that are walking aimlessly and don't really know what they're doing. So I'm out the other side now, just going to Hawker's Cove, where the Coast Guard huts are there in front of me, and then you can see the mouth of the Camel there. Stepper Point on the left. I'm not sure what the one is on the right, but it's out at the end of Poleseth. So yeah, I've probably got about maybe 1.5 to 2 miles to go, I think. And then I've got about probably 2 or 3 miles to walk back, retrace my steps back to the car. So there you go. See you at the end. There you go, folks. Made it to the end. That's the Poleseth side over there. Just down here is Stepper Point, and you can just see the estuary up there. And this is where the Camel enters the Bristol Channel. So job done. I think it was about 35ish miles, I think, from top to bottom. So there you go. See you next time.